Listen, I've just got to share with you the background to that appalling Spark advertisement that currently is stinking up our television screens. And as I said to you, it's two women, um, obviously not from a modelling agency, who are traveling in a car that splits in two. And then what happens next is like somebody's methamphetamine induced dream from an advertising agency, writ large, essentially. And so I just viewed that I, I guess I'm in the target market. I use information tech and phone technology. So I would think the target market is just about everybody. But given the fact that it primarily plays on news media sites and on television, um, uh, mainstream terrestrial television, I guess it's on Sky, I don't know, but it's sort of like pitched at people probably over the age of 30 anyhow, just by the dint of how you're consuming content. It is clearly being composed by a group of people or a person who obviously consumed way too many pharmaceuticals and then came into the office and said, "Here's a good idea." Now, and then that particular idea, I think, idea is the loose definition of what you could describe it, was then picked up by another loose definition, creative agency, turned into this bizarro type of visual representation, audio-visual representation, and then was taken to Spark, wherever their central offices and their central management and their marketing team, and said, "We've got a really good idea," and shown to them, and they went, "Uh-huh." Now, after they'd gone, "Uh-huh," presumably they said, "Okay, well, we're Spark. We don't know anything about advertising or promotional marketing anyhow. We do know about phone technology. I guess you guys know what you're doing. Off we go." Well, can I tell you, Spark executives, they didn't know what they were doing, because they've come up with this god awful dog's breakfast of an advertisement. And it's, as I said, to explain to you, it's the car that separates, and you go. And then one of them, a rather odd-looking woman who, frankly, would have been in one of those sort of indie movies. You would have seen her in some sort of, as I said, she would have been brilliant in some sort of horror, found horror movie. Anyhow, has a series of adventures and then joins back with another woman who now I distinctly remember was in another dreadful advertisement where she was Mother Nature. Remember that? Mother Nature? The big, large Maori Polynesian lady that was driving on the other side of the car. She was squeezed into some sort of latex outfit, green outfit, and she was Mother Nature in some sort of other advertisement, which obviously was a disaster as well. Maybe you just go when you're an actor from one disaster to another, and it's sort of a trail of infamy. Anyhow, then you could end up going on a flotilla to Gaza. It's obviously some sort of continuative theme. Anyhow, well, I found out who made it. It's the brand campaign was made, quote, in collaboration with, I doubt if it was in collaboration with, Colenso BBDO. I can't imagine what the BBDO stands for. I'm sure we could come out with our own particular names there, but it was Colenso. And apparently, according to Colenso, it highlights the everyday benefits of being connected to a strong network. I would suggest you it highlights the everyday benefits of being connected to a strong methamphetamine intake, but that's just me. The initiative, according to Colenso BBDO, also introduces Spark's latest positioning. It's better with Spark. To unattractive people driving in a car, it splits up, and then one of them has a series of experiences which don't look particularly wonderful, and then joins together again at the end. And the other person saying basically, where did you go? Because I've been driving for the last 5 hours and I didn't miss you. Or whatever it is. The campaign's been rolled out with a 2-minute hero spot. I kid you not, this is from Colenso. In cinemas, complemented by shorter versions of 90, 60, 30 and 15 seconds. And it shows, the story illustrates, oh, this is hilarious. The story illustrates how Spark powers surprising and seamless experiences. I kid you not. That is what Colenso managed to sell them. Can I say, I'm just saying to the chief executive, but you expect people like Colenso to be weird. I mean, they're full of weird people, all right? That's the nature of the business, weirdos, you know. But the whole nature of you guys, i.e. the clients, is that you're meant to actually go, does this make sense? Is this intelligible? Is it clever? Is it insightful? Does it actually promote my service or product? You know, you're meant to ask yourselves those questions. Obviously, they did ask themselves those questions. There's probably still somebody screaming in a closet somewhere at Spark who said, no, what the hell are you doing? You can't be serious. So that person still hasn't been allowed out of that closet, I imagine. But that was the responsible or the intelligent person in the room, that one. But there you go. So that's just so you know. The new black brand campaign of Spark is with Colenso BBDO. Can I suggest that if Colenso BBDO come calling anytime near you, drug test. That's all I'm saying. I'll say no more.